Psst. Maybe you didn't know, but I don't get paid for this. Yeah, mostly because of copyright issues. Yay, YouTube. But you know what you can do to support me? Become a member on my YouTube channel. And when you do that, as a bonus, you get access to all my unedited music video reactions, movie reactions, and TV show reactions. That is, if I'm not too embarrassed to share them after filming them. Anyway, you'll see. As part of the journey of discovering Melanie Martinez's past discography that led all the way up to Hades, which is the album that I started my experience with Melanie Martinez with. We are listening now to K-12 after listening to Crybaby. So we're following that path. We were a baby before, now we're moving on to school. And as you can tell by the titles of the songs, it's really very tied to its theme. So I'm pretty excited to get into it. Without further ado, let's start with, actually, maybe before I say that, we're going to do the standard version of the album, and then we're going to do, as suggested, the After School EP, which there's also a deluxe version of the album that combines both together, but visually it's more interesting to split them up. So we're going to do this. It's an album that was released in 2019. Huh, interesting. And then the After School EP was in 2020, after the pandemic. Anyway, let's go. Let's start. Wheels on a bus. For a minute, I thought my sound quality was bad. I'm just looking out the window and it's cold outside. Oh, hold on, guys. Something happened with my headphones. I need to. Sorry about that. Rough start. Something was off with the sound of my headphones. No, something is very bad with the sound of my headphones. Hold on a minute. What is going on? Sorry. Let me try again. Ah, much better. Okay. In the storyline, the S album is about Crybaby school years, so that's why there's a track. Okay, got it. Counting trees as they pass me by, and I'm trying not to look across the aisle, cause my eye is letting Dan put his hand up her skirt, and she's got her hand down his pants. Wow, okay. I know the driver sees it, I know he's peeking in the rearview mirror. He says nothing, trying to ignore it. It's fucking boring, I'm quietly observing. I'm saying nothing, no one's watching us. Don't give a fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. That's awesome. Puff, puff, and pass it. Don't be a dick and baby sick. Come on, just pass it over here. Okay. Counting cars as they pass me by, and I'm trying not to look a row behind me, cause Jason's got his ass in the glass, and I hate him. Driver hit a bump fast. What? I know the driver. Oh my god. I know he's peeking in the rearview mirror. He says nothing, trying to ignore it. It's fucking boring, I'm quietly observing. I'm saying nothing, no one's watching us. Don't give a fuck. I mean, I get it, I relate to that. To a certain extent. Not everything.
Okay.
Wheels on a bus. Wheels on a bus. No one's watching us. Don't give a fuck. Wheels on a bus. I'm holding it down. Up in the front. Wheels on a bus. Ooh. Wheels on a bus. Wheels on a bus. Wheels on a bus.
All right. I already have a lot of things to say about this track, but before I do that, I'm just going to read your comment, Jacob. The song is about how authorities can turn their heads and ignore people doing bad things instead of correcting their behavior. And boy, is that more relevant today than it has ever been. That's a very, very, very good subliminal message in the song. And I think if it wasn't for you, I would have missed out on that one because I was almost there in the sense of, I was about to say, like, it reminds me, like, it's fascinating to me. I'm gonna go on a tangent for a minute. So people that grow up in cities will take the city buses to school, but because I grew up in the countryside outside of the city, I was taking the yellow school bus to school, which is not something that's available everywhere in the world. So I was that kid who took for something like what grade 1 to my high school stopped at grade 11 just because of the system that I have here. So for 11 years plus, well, kindergarten and grade 1 I was like living next to the school, so that doesn't count. For so let's say 10 years. For 10 years I took the yellow bus. So I know exactly what it feels like. And especially with the kids misbehaving in the bus itself. So um I completely understood like the first layer of it because I have vivid imagery that I remember from those rides. And my bus ride in high school was an hour and 15 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the afternoon. So I would be on a bus for about 2 hours per day when going to school for high school. That being said, there I yeah, people that are misbehaving, I've seen it, I've lived it, I've been part of it, not necessarily as a person who misbehaved, but as a victim of the people who misbehaved, like being teased and bullied in the bus, and pranks being pulled on me. So um yeah, it's interesting because I think it also sets a tone for the entire album because it's not just, we're not going in a timeline, in the sense of when I was reading the lyrics, yeah, there was a like misbehaving uh portion of it on a sexual topic, but when she talked about passing the blunt, that is something you do more in high school. So we're kind of encompassing the entire K-12 timeline in the introduction track, which I find very interesting. Because it's not just we're diving right into the story, we're just laying out the pace and the mood. Um Also, good job on the sampling of Wheels on a Bus because I thought it might be like the risk with it was that it could be a little more corny, just the way that it was going to be sampled and if she was going to actually sing it, but it was much more of a instrumental sample just for the melody. So I actually didn't mind it as much because it can for those who are familiar with this little song, it can get really annoying really quickly. So anyway, I was like, I wasn't annoyed by it, which I was surprised by. Um, and yeah, and I see that I hear a total difference production wise. I think this album might be a little more melodically up my alley. So I'm very excited to dive more into it. Also, thank you for the follow, Campbell Stan. Who's Campbell? Who are you standing? Yeah, okay, cool. So that was Wheels on a Bus. Let's move on to the second track, Class Fight.
There was a middle of class and wasn't looking. Kelly had a fat ass and trouble was cooking.
Oh, wow.
She had a boy wrapped around her finger tight. I fell in love with him, but he
What was
wasn't
that
in
sound?
my life. The teacher gave me notes to go out and give Kelly. She was kissing Brandon, I got jelly.
Oh no, and then you started a fight in the
I
class.
wanted to be in her shoes for one day. I just waited till recess to make her pay. Mommy, why do I feel sad? Should I give him away or feel this bad? No, 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 don't you choke. Daddy John didn't go for the throat. For the throat, for the throat. Daddy John didn't go for the throat. For the throat, for the throat. Daddy John didn't go for the throat.
Daddy is insane. Why do you tell your kids to go for this? What? Jesus Christ. I am questioning that father's parenting skills and moral values.
We were in the playground, things were getting muddy.
You don't say.
The teacher broke us up after I broke her. And my one true love called me a monster.
Shocker.
Mommy, why
Not this. Ha! The kid screaming in the back.
or feel this bad? No, 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 don't you choke. Daddy John didn't go for the throat. For the throat, for the throat. Daddy John didn't go for the throat. For the throat, for
That's
the
a
throat.
wild,
Daddy John didn't go for
wild thing to do. Okay. Oops. Oh, and the sound effect kind of crossed over to the next track. Sorry, give me a second. I want to go back. You know what, Jacob? I feel like you're going to be my guide for this album because you're providing exactly the context that I'm curious in discovering, which I might miss out on the first listen, because I think a lot of people forget on the internet that when I post the videos, it is my first listen to the album, so I don't necessarily catch everything on the first listen, because a lot of people actually listen to the album more than once and they walk into my videos like assuming that I'm gonna know everything. But anyway, besides the point. So that is a fantastic underlying message of the song, that women are always pitted against each other, especially over men. Isn't that crazy? I mean, to be fair, here's what I'm gonna say. Like, if the boy was with another girl, I know technically in the storyline they're children, so children don't necessarily have the thinking skills at that age. But if we're looking at things like, the parents should have definitely said, listen, the little boy you like doesn't like you back, you like somebody else, and that's okay, it happens in life. You know what, just like focus on yourself, do things that make you happy, and you'll move on and everything will be all right. Not go for the throat. Wild. To be fair, I wasn't the kid in the family who got into fights at school. My brother was. He got suspended more than once for fights that he got in. And the only consequence I ever had was like a detention, because I was skipping rope and there was a girl who came to speak to me, but I was like, stay away, I'm skipping, like, don't get close. And then she got close, and then I was like, come on. But she got the skipping rope in her face, it hurt her, and then she complained to the vice principal, and the vice principal was like, detention after school. And I was like, she got too close to me. Why is that my fault? But at the time I was freshly into, a year or two into an English school, but English was not my first language, so I didn't really have the ability to defend myself really well. Anyway, besides the point. I just hit the mic again. This is going to be an interesting night. Also, I had caffeine right before streaming, so I'm just saying, today I have energy. we'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, I can totally see it. Both like visually, like the direct meaning of the song, and also the underlying meaning of the song. There's a better version of this in the movie. Interesting. I don't know why it was edited for the movie. One of my favorite things about this album is the ramble ambient samples. I noticed, for example, the kids screaming in the song and is carried throughout the whole album. Yeah, I will be here as long as I randomly don't decide to do something else. Story of my life. Yes, I remember the comments on the video for The Worst Girl in America. Yeah. Yeah, you probably heard a lot about Crybaby's parents in the album Crybaby, so it makes sense why the dad would say that. That's true. They weren't the healthiest then. So there's no detention in Venezuela. Well, look at you. Lucky boy. I mean, to be fair, it's not that they give actively after school detention. But yeah. Anyway, next one is the principal. Oh, so after the fight, the principal. Got it.
Always peeping, fucking creeping, got it on the down low. So you think you always squeaky? What if I had told your mother her son was a cruel motherfucker?
I'm already getting senses of like men in positions of power.
Who thinks that you're fucking ugly when you come and hurt us? Just
Oh, hey, no, welcome back.
Tried to make you listen, but you won't. It's your way, right? Killing kids all day and night, prescription pills and online fighting. Shooting at the angels, all claiming you're the good guy. All you want
is it for real?
hype.
Whoa. Deserved, I will say. Yeah, and you know what? The absence of men empowered to show up when it's time to show up. Where's the principal? Where is the person of authority who should fix situations?
Can't you see that we're all hurting? If you're not teaching, we're not learning. Excuse me, how much are you earning? I've tried to make you listen, but you won't. It's your way.
I didn't even catch that.
Kids all day and night, prescription pills and online fighting. Shooting at the angels, all claiming you're the good.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Just catching hype. Fuck our dreams, and there's no road.
Okay. It is a play on words. I hadn't even picked up on it. Uh-huh.
The more you try to fuck us over, we will be there yelling at your front door. I've tried to make you listen, but you won't. It's your way, right?
Ooh. You know what? I will say that I appreciate the duration change of the tracks. You know, like one of the things that I realized when I was going back into the album Crybaby is that some of the tracks were much longer, and it, not that it's a bad thing per se or inherently, but you know, when there's quite a bit of repetition, I also had that conversation about Madonna when I was reacting to her albums. Like there was a, okay, so here's two things. I think that on the unfortunately wrongly motivated version of the facts of why songs are shorter nowadays, and it was for those who don't know, the reason why this happened is because of the streaming platforms were paying per stream. Artists and labels decided to start doing shorter songs so that they had more for the same amount of listening to it. Say like you're listening to the same album or same song for 5 minutes, right? The shorter the songs, the more you would have plays within the 5 minutes, and the more you would have a better payout for the streams. So a lot of artists decided to do that. That's kind of the unfortunately wrongly motivated or driven reason why this happened. But also, I want to say that on the plus side, when it comes to songs that had a lot of repetition, that nowadays with our attention spans being not as solid as it used to be, like repeating the same, like a copy paste of the same chorus over and over again, to me is not entertaining. It's not production value. And I think that cutting out on repetition that just was there for the sake of repetition was maybe a good move, just because it becomes, there's something interesting about minimalism and or being effective in the messaging. So anyway, all this to say that I'm pretty happy that to see the change in the duration of the tracks, and it gets my attention span really, especially when streaming, like it's a little less draining than to listen to like 5 minutes of the same thing. That said, I'm really enjoying the production a bit more, well, quite a bit more. It's a little more up my alley. Melodically, I find it interesting. There's a little more rhythm as well to it. So I'm, sonically, I'm appreciating this one more than the other, than Crybaby so far. And yeah, I would have completely missed the double entendre between principal and principal. But yeah, where's the principal? Where's the guiding morals, which clearly disappeared in the White House the moment that Trump stepped in. So yeah, I was almost there. I knew that it was about men in power and them not doing anything about like situations that are not right, but that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, more people have to think about that, in my opinion. There's one song on the album that repeats a lot, but she manages to keep it interesting with the production. See, but that's different. If you keep it interesting with the production, that works, because you're not just simply copying and pasting the same thing over and over again with no changes. So we'll see when we get there. Dyslexia. It's what? I'm gonna need you to explain what you meant by that, Junior. If you're not too sick of me by now and still want to get to know me better, I'm available on social media. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Tinder, on Bumble. Wait, wrong crowd. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, you know what I mean. Remember, you can view my song ranking as well as the score I assigned to this project below in the pinned comment. And yeah, feel free to let me know how wrong I am. Just don't put a hex on my bloodline, please. And in the meantime, we're going to move on to the next one. Show and tell. Okay, we have a... Whoa.
You pull me by my hair, so I don't go nowhere. Tell me you love me, but you treat me like I'm never there. You say the coolest words, they break my heart. Cause I'm over here working my ass off. Why is it so hard to see? If I cut myself, I would bleed. I'm just like you, you're like me. And perfect and human are we. Show and tell. I'm on display for all you fuckers to see.
I wonder if this is about, and I'm trying not to look at the chat, but I think I don't know if it's about like her backlash about the allegations that she had and how she was put on the spot and criticized by the public eye. And a criticism of the music industry a little bit as well.
You beg and cry for more, yet I'm on the floor. There are strangers taking pictures of me when I ask no more. It's really hard for me to say just how I feel. I'm scared that I'll get blown away like a banana peel. Why is it so hard to see? If I cut myself, I would bleed.
Yeah, like she's human. She's not a robot. Is that about the fans? Like, if she's like, no thanks, I'm good, guys, and then like fans get all ballistic about it. Okay, that was show and tell. You know what? That one went by faster than I expected. Whoops, it already moved on. But yeah, it very much like as an artist, she's put in the public eye, and it's like the criticism that she gets whenever she just wants to be human for a moment, and that people hold her to a certain standard or expectation as an artist. Whoa, I gotta catch up on the messages. So I literally purposely tried to not look at it so I could try to figure it out on my own before heading over to chat. So this song was so good live at the Trilogy tour. From what I've seen in the videos, I haven't been to one of her concerts, but I'm going next month. Oh, enjoy! I've been using spell check since middle school, so my spelling is pitiful. Don't worry. Now we've got AI to do the job too. Sarcastic, by the way. Well, I mean, not sarcastic. By the way, if you want a tool that is not AI, but it is algorithm based, that's been tried and trued for a very long time. The psychologists that I used to work for in organizational psychology firm back in 2019 were using it to double check their spelling. It's called deepl.com. So DEEPL, literally the letter L.com. It's not AI, but it is algorithmic, and it takes a lot of like real material to compare like the way that words are said. And it's been working since like before 2020. So highly recommend that website if you want to translate stuff or even maybe review stuff. It's a great tool that's not AI. I don't know why I plugged this in the middle of my reaction video, but there you go. The song's about how artists aren't treated like human. Okay, there you go. I agree. It's insane how people treat celebrities. I also agree with that. Jacob, you're taking my spot as the smarty one today. Jacob is my co-host today. Y'all, Junior and Unknown, take the back seat, relax today. Enjoy the video. Don't worry about it. On Hades, in the song Monolith, she says something like, "I've done this before," and this is what she's referencing. Oh. Got it. Okay, cool. Next one is Nurse's Office. I don't sneeze like that. I'm loud as hell when I sneeze.
Don't cut me, punch me, just let me go into the nurse's office where I float away. I'm pale as the loose leaf paper they grow from howling out of my lungs in the snow. Yeah, I'm coughing, I'm bleeding. Band-aids won't heal it, 'cause they hate me, so I'm faking all of this, so they take me.
I like that little voice effect we had at the beginning of that line.
Give me that pink slip of permission. This is
Ooh, interesting.
tired of wishing I was ditching. Teacher, can I sit right there? This bitch behind me is cutting my hair. No, just sit your ass down at the chalkboard. You stare. I faked up a seizure and left that in there. Yeah, I'm coughing,
Whoa.
I'm bleeding. Band-aids won't heal it, 'cause they hate me, so I'm faking all of this, so they take me give me that pink slip of permission. This is I'm tired of wishing I was ditching.
Oh my god. Not the gulping sounds.
Take me home, give me that pink slip of permission. This is I'm tired of wishing I was ditching.
All right. I kind of got spoiled by looking at the messages when I saw that it's about getting sick to get away from bullying in school, which I got it because she cried, I guess, quote unquote, in the video, right? To be able to, well, as a demonstration that she was being bullied and unhappy in a school environment, which I completely understand because so was I in school. I was bullied, and I even came back one day. I like not so vividly remember it, but I have a faint memory of like going back to going back home after a day and being like, I don't want to go back to school. And my mom was like, why? And I was like, because I get bullied all the time and I just can't take it anymore. So I completely understand that reality. However, I also think that, you know, in the songs as we're listening to them, where they're visually referencing like children and the school environment, I think that there are always like parallels with the adult life. And I think that in this case, what turns out to be fairly interesting is that you can almost interpret the song as being also, as an adult, burnout and anxiety from work, in a sense of like, you show up, you don't feel like going. Sometimes like your colleagues are like complete assholes around you. They create a toxic environment. And then, especially for companies that are high pressure, not a lot of like personal PTO or vacation days or mental health days, it's like sometimes you have you have so much on your shoulders and you're carrying so much burden that the only option you have left is to take an actual sick day. But in the companies that are super strict, that are like of that old mentality, they're like, oh, but if you want to call sick, you got to get a doctor's note and you got to like prove that you were sick. And it's like you got to fake it so that your doctor gives you a note that you can give to your job to justify why you were absent. So I think it works obviously in the school context as we get the immediate visual, but I think the double meaning of it as an adult is also like just the idea of toxic environments and the whole system being against you that forces you to work. And the only way to get out of work is also to call in sick for many people who don't have who don't work for companies that are more flexible or more empathetic to begin with. So it's kind of the first thing that I also thought of when I was reading the lyrics and kind of imagining the double meaning for an adult. Yeah. This Junior, each of Melanie's albums has a song with a similar rhythm. It's quite I was about to say that. This sounds like music box music. Crybaby, it's Carousel. Here it's Nurse's Office. Portals, it's Pluto. And Hades, it's Gutter. I haven't picked up on it because I don't think I've listened to enough the projects like on repeated to be able to tell, but that checks out. This gives me shivers, not gonna lie, it's a sad reality for many. That's true. The weird instrumental bridge is so cool in the film. The visuals are crazy. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to get into them at some point. Brandon, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well. And 5 stream streak. That's crazy. That you guys are coming back like that. It's insane to me. Just mind-blowing. But welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Jiff, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hello to you too. And yeah, welcome. Where's your doctor slip? Here's my doctor slip. that I mean, I don't think I'd do that in person. I would never be able to do that. So yes, for the sake of legal reasons, this was purely a joke, as you have said, Brendan. Well played. Okay, let's move on to the next track, Drama Club.
Everyone's so soft, everyone's so sensitive. Do I offend you? You're hanging on my sentences. You could keep your costume and you could keep your mask. I'ma take a bow so you can kiss my ass. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama, up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama club. Try to feed you lines that you have to memorize. You always hide behind your Wizard of Oz disguise. Do you even have a brain? You're sticking to a page. You're faking all your pain, yeah, you're bleeding on a stage. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama, up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama club.
Ooh, I can tell the difference in the vocal delivery. Whoa, okay, I see the repetition you were talking about.
For your drama club, never signed up for your drama.
Okay, I hear some like how's it called? Plucks in the back that added like some texture to it. That were like lower, like bass notes almost. Whoa. It's giving a feeling of like, you know, the dusty storage areas that you're like discovering and it's not well lit and you're like, what's in here? Okay. I can tell the differences in production as it like kind of goes through the track. It is quite a lot of repetition per se. I think there is an intent behind it in the sense of like people who like drama will stir up things again and again and again and again, and it never ends with them. That I think is the point of that repetition. It's like there's always something. It always happens again. The moment you close the door on something, something else is the problem. So it's just like that cycle of those who like to create drama is just that they are prone to creating it all the time. So it's a cycle. It just repeats all the time. And the lyrics kind of reflect that. Yeah. Yeah. Let me catch up on chat. Have you gotten a chance to hear or know about IMA? I have not. I've never heard their name actually, but if you want to submit in the requests, there was an automated message I was sent a little while ago, which actually I could pin at the top of the chat. Let me do this. And basically you can click on the link to submit it there if you want me to react to it at some point. It requires a Discord account just to authenticate yourself, but yeah, you can submit it there if you want to. The song is normally confused for being about not wanting to partake in drama, but it's about how women are treated and sexism overall. In the movie, it's a lot more obvious because of the surrounding scenes. Oh, got it. It's like how women have to look and act in a certain way. Interesting. Drama Club is so American and Canadian. This feels like a response to the haters that assume stuff about her. Oh, that's true. That could definitely be it. Yeah, I mean, drama comes in so many different shapes and forms in life, so yeah. Okay, next one. Strawberry Shortcake. Oh my god, I haven't thought of like, you know, the character, the cartoon Strawberry Shortcake? That was a thing at some point. I've never watched it, but or it could be dessert.
Feeling unsure of my naked body.
I think it's gonna be dessert. Oh, it's about hormones and becoming an adult. They say boys like girls with a tiny waist. Now my mama's preaching to make sure I'm pure, but I never really cared about this shit before. Look around the room to whoever wants me. Oh.
The boys acting like they ain't seen skin before. Got sent home to change cause my skirt is too short. It's my fault, cause I put icing on top. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake.
Whoa!
That's my bad. No one told them not to grab. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake.
Clock it.
Gotta make sure that my legs are shiny. Hot wax melts and burn my skin. People all around me are watching closely. Cause it's how I look
Wow.
My keys, I seem to be glued to her chest. So I'm stuffing my bra so that mine look the best. It's my fault, 'cause I put icing on top. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake. That's my bad, no one told them not to grab. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake.
Huh.
Instead of making me feel bad for the body I got, just teach him to keep it in his pants and tell him to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying it's my fault, 'cause I put icing on top. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake. That's my bad, no one told them not to grab. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake.
Okay, the door opens and closes. Okay, transitions into Lunchbox Friends, but will go back temporarily to it. Quite a lot to unpack. I will say that so far to me feels like it's the most impactful or the strongest message, or the song with the strongest message so far. Also, melodically, it's the one that grabs the most my attention. I really love what she did at the end of Shabby or Shortcake. Like that melody is perfect. Production wise, it's also the most up my alley so far. So all in all, this song to me is like top tier so far on the album. It'll be like pretty high on the ranking, if not at the top. Just based on the melodic writing, production alone, mixing, effects, and so forth. Now, from a content perspective in the lyrics, there's multiple things that are being addressed. There is like the level of comfort with your own body as you mature and hormones kick in and you are going through puberty, which is something that not everybody is comfortable with. I know in my case, I was like a late bloomer, and I wasn't the most attractive kid in the school either, so it really did me dirty a little bit. But this whole idea of like, then there's a comparison between the girls, right? The body has to be a certain figure that boys are into, and then if you're not, well, then you're overcompensating, trying to be as much as possible. So there's a couple of examples of that in the text, and then the ultimate like slap in the face is the whole like consent thing about blaming it on girls and women for how they dress to justify how men act, which is to me such a disgusting thing and way to think about. It does not sit right with me and does not make sense whatsoever that because somebody's feeling good about themselves and they're wearing something. I mean, how men run in the morning in front of my building without a shirt. And you don't see women go up to the man and like touching him everywhere. And those who actually do, the like slight minority that actually do, keep your hands to yourself. What are you doing? It's anyway. But in most cases, like I want to say 90% of cases, if not 95, it's the opposite, where like it's the boys who can't keep their hands to themselves. And she said exactly what needs to be done. The parents need to intervene and teach the kids not to do that. It is not up to the other kid to dress quote unquote appropriately, not to trigger or encourage. It's self-control. It's not provocation, as some might consider it. It irks me so much. Because it's so easy to just blame somebody else for your problems and your inabilities to control yourself. And unfortunately, women are often at the short end of that stick. receiving the worst treatment out of between men and women. I've seen it. And anyway, so there's a lot to unpack with that song on different levels. That's why I think it's a very complex and deep song, in my opinion, and I really like that for it. And the whole like the icing on top as an imagery for like, because you did something extra about yourself, now everybody gets a taste of it. Like, well said. Truly disgusts me. Yeah. Okay, well, that was my political statement of the song. So if I catch up on the chat, the meaning is obvious. It's about how men aren't told to act right, but women are constantly told to not wear revealing outfits, don't provoke them, etc. I love the chorus, which I liked as well. I mentioned it earlier. It also talks about accepting your body and body standards. So true parents need to effing teach their sons right. Let girls look pretty and treat men to act right. I can't rant on this topic forever, so it's so frustrating. I get it. Conventional beauty standards. I swear it's disgusting. And yeah, 100% agree. What's even more depressing is that the increase over sexualization of children as well. It's like saying everyone should wear bulletproof vests, but first of all, nobody should be shooting anyone. Well put. But some people are straight up stupid, and they don't understand that. They don't understand human psychology. And if you're going to open up a door, people will forcibly walk into it. In the sense of like, actually, let me correct my statement. If you open up a door in the sense of like, not the dressing up or not the idea of shooting people, if you open up the door and say like, I'm giving you the weapon in your hands, whether it's you are a man and you are entitled to touch and comment, or whether it's like, here's a weapon in your hand, a literal weapon. Of course, if you open up the door that way, people are gonna do it. Like, duh. So anyway, okay, like you said, I think unknown. Was it unknown? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could rant on the topic forever as well. So we're not going to do that because I don't want to bring down the mood. But I think it's a very real reality that people face, that women face, that girls face, and that is completely unfair and disgusting on behalf of parents who don't intervene, with the boys who do that, men who don't correct their own behaviors and think that they're entitled to do that. Doesn't sit right with me at all. Okay, next one is Lunchbox Friends.
He said, hey girl, will you sit with me? Table in the back after.
Ooh, the keys are nice.
If you want me, but only till the clock gets 3. After lunch we can walk to class. Talk about the boys that we want to smash. Talk about ways to get a little more cash. After that, I'll ignore your ass.
Oh, whoa.
They all want to bite of me. Photos, more photos, then gossip about hoes that they don't know. Oh, they talk shit though.
Right. Quality over quantity.
Come to my friendship that will last. They wear a fat ass in the brand new jeans. Want a baby in the back with the man of their dreams. That it's in the light for me. I look like a fucking damn Barbie. On TV, people have high expectations of me. Wanna be my best friend and judge me if I smoke a little weed. Makes no fucking sense to me. The hassle, the fighting, they all wanna bite of me. Photos, more photos, then gossip about hoes that they don't know.
I really like the keys in this one. Those are the keys, by the way, for those who don't understand what I mean, like that. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Those are keys. Mm-hmm.
No lunchbox friends, no lunchbox friends. Come to my friendship that will last forever.
I really like the melody and the production of this one and the meaning behind it. Yeah, it's a lighter song compared to the other ones, and I think it's like it comes in at the perfect timing to like lighten up the mood. Smart track listing order, in my opinion. Very nice. Lemon Cello. Welcome. I discovered you through your reaction to Hades and became a fan. I love your videos. Oh, y'all are so sweet. You are so sweet. I'm gonna get emotional. Just it's crazy the amount of people that join and share and oh. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. I really hope you have a good time with the stream, and thank you for enjoying the stuff I put out. I'm infinitely grateful for you guys, which is such a weird thing because when I go back, and I know I've said it before, but I'll try to say it for those who weren't there when I said it the first time. The reality is that I work in like an office job during the day with my colleagues, and there's my family and my friends, and they all know that I do YouTube. They do not understand what it means, and it's like I have a double life, that like I have this little community that I get to go back to, and that like appreciates what I put out. But my family, my friends and coworkers, they don't know what I put out. They don't know what I do on my own time. So it's like it's a weird dual thing that like I'm still processing and trying to learn to I don't think I ever fully will finish processing that, but it creates such a unique experience. So anyway, all this to say that thank you for coming and stopping by, and I appreciate it. All right. The next song is really heavy, so oh well, brother. Okay. Zach cries on stream. Hey, to be fair, it would not be the first time, because as many of you know, I have cried several times in the past and in music reactions, and so wouldn't be surprised. That said, I guess let's move on to the next one, Orange Juice, which is apparently heavier.
Stick it down your throat. I'm watching from the bathroom, making sure I don't choke from the words you spoke when you screaming at the mirror. Now you're sitting in the cafeteria, shutting clementines and orange bacteria. Tell your daughter a dozen times what dear, yeah. Fooling those around of your bulimia.
Ooh.
You turn oranges to orange juice, into there and spit it out of you. Your body is imperfectly perfect. Everyone's what the other one's working. No orange juice.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
Oh, I believe you chose oranges to orange juice. Enter there and spit it out of you. Your body is imperfectly perfect. Everyone wants what the other one's working. No orange juice.
Yeah.
I wish I could give you my set of eyes, 'cause I know your eyes ain't working. I wish I could tell you that you're fine, so fine, but you'll find that disconcerting. You turn oranges to orange juice. Enter there and spit it out of you. Your body is imperfectly perfect. Everyone wants what the other one's working. No orange juice.
Now the sound of the toilet paper being ripped in the stall. Okay. Wow. So for those who didn't necessarily catch on, which I'd be surprised a little bit, but so the act of ingesting clementines and oranges until it gets in your stomach acid and it turns into liquid makes it easier to regurgitate, is the polite way I would say of saying this. And basically because of that, I'm assuming, I don't know if like I've never been through this kind of situation before, whether it's from living it myself or seeing somebody go through it. But I'm assuming that because it makes it easier to get out of your system, that's why that it's one of the tactics. Now, what I'm not sure about is whether Melanie was writing from her own perspective, being somebody who saw somebody else go through it, or if she wrote a story where she kind of twisted the perspective that she's the one who actually lived it in real life, and in the song she's writing as somebody who's watching because she's writing from other people's perspective around her. But yeah, that is intense. And it really sucks because it is a mental, I don't want to say issue. It's a disorder. That's what it is. It is literally, as she said, your eyes and your brain not processing what you're looking in the mirror the right way to make you believe that you need to change something about yourself. And it's so devastating. But I will say that, you know, as a song, melodically and production wise, it's pretty on par with everything I've heard so far, which is more up my alley, has a bit more of cadence and rhythm. It's a good song, definitely. It is heavy though. It is heavy. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Ghost by Lemmy Devato. And not the first time I say that accidentally, I think. Ghost by Demi Lovato, you cried that time, didn't you? I did. And that went viral on Twitter /X. Somebody posted it and like that video had 20,000 views. And I'm like, what? I know I only discovered it months later. So that was a crazy experience. I can't wait for your Portals reaction by Melanie. It should be coming up very, very shortly. Ideally tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan. Is this about an eating disorder? Yes, it is about bulimia. And she actually referred to it directly earlier in the track, the last line of the first verse. Yep, he did, and I believe to Sam Smith as well. I certainly did, and to Ariana Grande I did, and to Scott Hoying. Actually, Ariana twice. Scott Hoying I did as well. And there was somebody else who I did cry to twice. I don't remember. Yeah, I've cried a lot of times on stream or in videos. Oh my gosh, my phone just glitched and I'm back now. Okay, welcome back. Mr. Brown. It's so funny. I will take a quick minute to say that. So completely random, okay, guys. The company where I work is organized. It's more context that I actually spoke about in person. The company where I work is having an office launch because we moved earlier this year, and we're doing an official open house, and we're inviting people for an event from the business network. And for that, we just needed like handheld mics and a mixer board to connect the speakers and whatever, so that presenters have something to project, so that everybody hears properly. And so I rented equipment from a store that we have here in Canada called Long and McQuaid, which is my go-to store when I have musical equipment to buy. So I've been going to a different location for many years, but since then I've moved and I'm closer to a different location. So here I go, leaving my office early because I have a few errands to run in preparation for that event next week. One of them was to pick up rentals for the equipment, the AV equipment that I needed. And so I set one foot in the store, and who do I see behind the counter? Mr. Brown. He's basically in charge of the music classes portion of the music store. And and literally, as I saw him, immediately recognized him instantly. And we also follow each other on social media. And so I was like, "You're kidding! You're kidding!" So anyway, it was very nice to see you. Long time no see was sarcastic because we literally saw each other a couple hours ago today. And funny how life works out sometimes. Uh, yeah. Thank you for the follow, craziest baby. That's you're the real crybaby. Whoa. I think we have somebody who just joined the chat called the craziest baby. I don't know if that works for crybaby, but I wouldn't call myself a crybaby per se. I am maybe an emotional crier, but not a baby, I think. Anyway, the teacher's pet is more. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna get there eventually. Wow, 11 people. 11 people what? Like as part of the chat? Maybe. Like viewers currently on stream. I realized that by accident, and is why I refuse to eat oranges on an empty stomach. I did not have an eating disorder. You know what? Don't scare yourself though into things like that. If you feel healthy, it's not something like it. You need really a predisposition and certain conditions, and if you feel safe enough that you're not leaning towards an eating disorder, don't hold yourself back though. Like that's very important to maintain some sort of balance. It was fun. Yeah, I know. And then we had the chance to catch up and talk a little bit and whatnot. And how busy I get. So nice to speak to you again. Sure, I forgot you're a grandfather. Okay. Yeah, there are 12 people now in the chat. I know, it's crazy. I'm like, hello everybody. I hope all is well. Also, if you didn't if you want, just say hi. You don't have to keep interacting with the chat all the time, but if you're watching this and you haven't said hi yet, I'm curious to see you guys. Just your names or usernames. So feel free to say hi. Not much tired. Yeah, we talked about that. That's life. Okay, now that we've gone on this beautiful tangent, let's get back to the album. Let's move on to the next track, Detention. Which is funny because we talked about it earlier today. Ooh, has a bit of a island vibe to it. Like Caribbean.
I'm not a bad guy. So don't treat me bad if I'm feeling sad, alright.
Okay.
Please don't be mad if I don't smile back, alright. If I fuck up my words, don't think I'm absurd, alright.
It's giving it anxiety.
I'm physically exhausted, tired of my knuckles beating. I'm chewing gum to pass this time of sadness. Can't you see it? You're too busy seeking selfish wishes. Look at how I'm feeling. You write me up and say it's love, and I can't believe I can't leave me tonight in detention. I can feel your blood pressure rise. Fuck this tension. Let me crawl up into your mind. Did I mention pretending everything's alright is detention? Detention. Detention.
Okay, so if I can't quite pick up exactly what this is about.
The teachers don't care about me. Fuck how I feel as long as I make money.
Oh, that feels like maybe a take on the music industry again.
They let them do whatever they want to me. They're the customer who shot me.
Yeah. Like music execs versus a fan base.
Exhausted, tired of my knuckles beating. I'm chewing gum to pass this time of sadness. Can't you see it? You're too busy seeking selfish wishes. Look at how I'm feeling. You write me up and say it's love, and I can't believe I can't leave me tonight in detention.
Wait.
Blood pressure rise.
Hold on, I think I have an idea what this is about.
Into your mind. Did I mention pretending everything's alright is detention? Detention. Detention. Pretending everything's alright is detention. I wanna go home and you say now is not the time. Fuck being alone in the back of the classroom.
Yeah, the now is not the time actually lines up really well with the theory that I have for this song.
All I ever asked was to go to the bathroom. I can't leave me tonight in detention. I can feel your blood pressure rise. Fuck this tension. Let me crawl up into your mind. Did I mention pretending everything's alright is detention? Tonight, I can feel your blood pressure rise. Let me crawl up into your mind. Pretending everything's alright.
Let me put it this way. I think that because when I look at the dates, the first album that she put out, Crybaby, was in 2015. The second album she put out, K-12, 2019. I wonder if this song is about the record label putting her on hold and pushing back her releases and saying now's not the time, which is one thing that clued me in on this, saying like, you know, for whatever reason that happened in between, that is what feels like detention. Because she's forced to wait and do nothing. And so when she in the chorus she says, I'm physically exhausted, tired of my knuckles beating, because she's fighting to put out the music, but the record label is holding her back. You're too busy seeking selfish wishes, which is like probably the commercial performance. Don't care how I'm feeling. You write me up and say it's love, as in like we care about you and we're doing this for the best. But you can't believe it because it feels like you're stuck in detention. And there's like tension between them and between Melody and the record label. Potentially. I could be very wrong about this, but I feel like it might have to do, it's either that or like some sort of other system that she might have had to deal with And I'm like trying to connect dots here, so I could be missing the point, but yeah. But that's what it's like saying. If there was some issues with the record labels, right? That I don't know if there was, and it could have been behind the doors as well that we don't know about. All right, let me catch up. Oh my god, I love Detention. Every artist I see react, I don't know them. Well, I have a pretty diverse range of artists that I listen to or discover. This is about pretending to be happy to hide how you're actually feeling. Okay. It also has romantic themes, but I'm not really sure how they relate. Whenever I see a description about the meaning, it just says pretending to be happy. Is about self-imposed isolation. I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Don't burn the pork belly. And please don't burn it. It's good to taste. Especially at a Japanese barbecue or Korean barbecue. Oh, I'm getting... Okay, I need to stop because now I'm gonna get hungry. Okay, Mr. Brown, you explained the music that you're into. I still have to get into Alec Benjamin as part of that. Oh, I saw the rest of the chat later on. That's so funny. Okay, so maybe there's a lot of topics discussed in this song. Yeah, potentially. What's your favorite song at the moment? I will say, which is a great question, like this run of Strawberry Shortcake, Lunchbox Friends, and Orange Juice have been really, really strong. I think melodically, I tend to gravitate towards Strawberry Shortcake. So I think that might be my top right now, potentially. The fandom has a joke about her record label, Atlantic Records. The record isn't promoting her. Might not be too far from something. I'm going to put Alec and Zach down to Alec. Y'all, if you want to submit it in the chat, in the requests, upvote it as much as you can. Link is in the pinned comment. Feel free to go ahead. Request that, and I'll get to it if it climbs up the list. Because for those who don't know, I made a beautiful little website for requests. It's request.z4ch4r6.com, where you can log in with your Discord account and submit a request. And people upvote it, so they go into it and they vote for the idea, and I'm gonna take on requests that way to react to. That's it. Not me promoting my own thing in my own videos. Oh no, teachers, pet is next. Yes, Atlantic does not have a good record. The only issue about the record, oh no, I did not read it. Hold on. The only issue about the record label I know is of them not letting her record many music videos as she did without the help of and the funding of the label. Yeah, and that, I mean, it's kind of a tricky, I won't get into it, but there's a whole business conversation about it. You have to let me know when you'll react to Alec. Okay, noted. If I get to it, I'll let you know. La mascota de professor. Next. I'll have to wait until you upload the video to YouTube because I missed the beginning and my favorite song is Show and Tell. Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully I'll be quick at posting a video, so shouldn't be too long before it shows up. Anyway, let's carry on, move on to Teacher's Pet. Not the fly.
The teacher giving his eyes to a student.
This is where we're heading, huh? I already got the bad kinds of sugar.
She said it's for all the right reasons, baby. Don't care about grades, just call me your lady. If I pass this quiz, will you give me your babies?
but no.
Don't you leave me here, teachers. If I'm so special, why am I secret? Give me back my money, didn't learn a damn thing, honey, from you. Except how to lie and cheat while inside the sheets. Stop calling me your bunny, I won't hop in, you don't own me, do you? I bet you think you do, well you don't.
I did like the guitar portion of this.
Teacher's pet. If I'm so special, why am I secret? Yeah, why the fuck is that? Do you regret the things we shared that I'll never forget? Well, do you tell me that I knew I'm young, but my mind is well beyond my years. I knew this wouldn't last, but fuck you, don't you leave me here, teacher's head. If I'm so special, why am I secret?
Yeah, anything that's related to like grooming and massive age differences, especially between a minor or like somebody who just crossed the line over 18 and somebody who's significantly older, like whew, ugh. There's so many things wrong with that. I mean, one of the clear examples of a song that really illustrates it so well is like 29 by Demi Lovato. um it's so messed up. I don't get why people do that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think I saw a message saying that the meaning of the song is pretty clear, so I don't have to explain it to you. And I think that the production supports the message really, really well because it has a darker tone to it. So yeah, wow, that was something. I've never felt like this put off by a song of like, ugh. Usually I'm like sad or happy or like wow or whatever. This is like, ugh. Like it's not that I don't like the song, it's that I don't like what it's talking about. And I'm uncomfortable with it for the right reasons, but anyway. This song is a treat. This is a fan favorite. It also went very, very viral, and I understand it. No explanation needed for this one. Okay, that was the message I saw. I know my face might have. I'm very expressive. Sometimes I forget about that. The trilogy tour had some insane visuals and performance, so you should watch some performances whenever you have the time. Not gonna lie, this is making me feel uncomfortable. Same. Exactly. Oh boy, hold on. Okay, so yeah, it was also your face that you made the first time that you listened to it, but you still like the song, which makes a lot of sense. I hope I'm misunderstanding. I don't think you were. Junior, you do have a new Latino friend. Campbell, in the K-12 movie, the scene, it was so cool. Oh, I mean, it does sound like like a track to a very cool transition shot or like slow-mo shot in some sort of series or movie. So that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's hard to listen to, but it's good someone talked about it. True. Limoncello, you're from Mexico. Nice. 29 by Demi Lovato. Yes. Yes, that's how I feel. It's funny because we're like delayed in the interaction, but we felt the same way. Venezuela, you have a friend in Mexico who likes Melanie. What's her name? Sorry, I'm translating. Some of the stuff is easier for me to translate sometimes, or it takes a minute. Like I'm one of those like old Windows computer or computers that takes like a couple of minutes to boot, but when it boots now it works. Like that's me with Spanish. Oh, Limoncello, your name is Lucas. Okay, very nice. And then Victor. Yeah, okay. And Elita is with a switchblade in the scene. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. There's always one very uncomfortable song like this per album that Melody purposely does to spread awareness for Crybaby. It was Tiger It. I remember that. Because we listened to it literally 3 days ago. For K-12, it's Teacher's Pet. For Portals, it was Moon Cycle, and for Hades, it was Vatican. I remember Vatican. That was insane. Yeah, she says she likes to have one uncomfortable taboo song. She's provoking conversation, and it's not a bad thing. Cheers for the Latinos in the chat. Hey, so funny thing that I was saying earlier today, because technically my first language is French, right? And my part of my family comes from France, which is next to Spain, and that they migrated to the Americas, and that technically French is a Latin language. I often have joked with my Latino friends that technically we're North Latinos. A lot of people get pissed when I say that, especially Latinos, but I did see a lot of TikTok videos talking about that and referring to it. So I was onto something. I was not the only one, and I wasn't crazy. So call me your North Latino friend. Anyway, before I get too deep into that and I really piss some people off, let's move on to the second and last track of the album, High School Sweethearts.
Can we just be honest?
Ooh, her vocals. There's a fragility to them, or to it.
You can be my one and only true love. You must promise to love me, and damn it if you fuck me over, I will rip your fucking face.
Is this like a love speech or a satanic ritual? Because with the production right now... Oh, chalkboard. Oh, we're giving a step-by-step instruction. Okay. We're writing the one... Oh, not the circle I was about to draw as we heard that. This is a waste if you can't walk me down the finish line. Step 3, give me passion. Don't make fun of fashion. Step 4, give me more, more. If you can't handle a heart like mine, don't waste your time with me. If you're not down to bleed, no. Oh, if you can't handle the choking, the biting, the loving, the smother until you can't handle it, no more, no more. Wow. Go home. Can we just be honest? These are the requirements. If you think you can be my one and only true love, you must promise to love me, and damn it if you fuck me over, I will rip your fucking face apart. I really like it. High school sweethearts, line up, not trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type. High school sweethearts, line up, not trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type. Step 5, you can't be scared to show me off and hold my hand. Step 6, if you can't put in work, I don't know what you think this fucking is. Step 7, this one goes to 11. If you cheat, you will die. If you can't handle a heart like mine, don't waste your time with me. If you're not down to bleed, no. Oh, if you can't handle the choking, the biting, the loving, the smother until you can't handle it, no more, no more. Go home. Can we just be honest? Not the lockers, the same way that and the bell ring that before you go home we're at. Yeah. When you're finishing up your day at school.
You must promise to love me, and
like the strings in it.
Light up, they're trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type. High school sweethearts, light up, they're trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type. Could you hold me through the night? Put your lips all over my eye. Salty face when I start crying. Could you be my first time? Eat me up like apple pie. Make me not wanna die. Love me rough and let me fly. Get me up, yeah, get me high. Tie me down, don't leave my side. Don't be a waste of my time. Can we just be honest? These are the requirements. If you think you can be my one and only true love, you must promise to love me. And damn it, if you fuck me over, I will rip your fucking face apart. High school sweethearts, light up, they're trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type. High school sweethearts, light up, they're trying to waste my time. High school sweethearts, shut up if you're not my type.
This is, okay, there's a lot of things to talk about for the track, but I will say this is a track that lasted 5 minutes and 12 seconds, and it did not feel like 5 minutes and 12 seconds. It felt much shorter, and it's a good thing. There, I've said recently quite a few times that like a lot of the tracks are long and repetitive, but I think that this track does it exactly how it should be. It's not all the songs in the album that last 5 minutes. It's one of them. When used with moderation, it has more effect, more impact. Second of all, there isn't that much repetition. The proof is in the chorus, we have like I don't know if the structure is defined as like a chorus and a hook, or a pre-chorus and a chorus, or a chorus and a post-chorus, but we have a long repeated section in the song, but that is split up into two distinct melodies, and so it doesn't feel as repetitive. It's not like she would be repeating the same melody a second time but replacing only a couple of the lyrics. The verses are interesting, the beat is good, I like the melody. It went by like this to me, and I think this is a long song done right. Anyway, that being said, I mean, clearly a commitment to a lover. I don't think we have to dig too deep, but I saw quite a few messages and I picked up on something. So let me catch up on chat. Limoncello, yes, I'm from Mexico, but I live in the United States, and that's why I also speak English. Ah, okay. The song is light and fun and really long. She wrote this for Oliver Tree. Okay, now I'm connecting dots together. Rest in peace. I wasn't familiar with him all that much, and the most I've ever heard about him is unfortunately when he passed from that unfortunate helicopter crash. But I do remember from reacting to Hades, I think it was, that people did bring him up because they were linked romantically. I don't have a lot of context behind it, but that sucks. Mind you, this was written in 2019. Obviously, she wouldn't have foreseen this happening 6 years later. 6 years later, but yeah, I wonder how she feels about that though. Probably hit a little bit. Let me get back to the Latino comment at the end. I love this song. Okay, so I love this song. I have to confess that this is the Melanie album I like the least. I even like the EP more, but this song is one of my favorites. I mean, overall, this album is, for me personally, more up my alley than Crybaby was. So, just sonically speaking. Um, so, hey, that's okay. We all have our own different tastes, and it's very respectable. She has respect. Speaking of which, she has respect for herself. We love to see it, laying all the cards on the table. Yeah, standards, and like she knows what she wants, which is very important, especially in today's modern dating world. Same, but I love every song. The bridge is so good. No, yeah, we can definitely be honest. The same way that the song was asking for honesty. 5 minutes. I've listened to the song so many times and I never notice how long it is. Well, there you go. Longest song I've listened to is 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So you've never listened to the 10-minute version of All Too Well by I was about to say Lady Gaga, by Taylor Swift, is what I'm understanding from this. Oh, wait, the following message was that from Junior. Wow. Never mind. Okay, that's so funny. Oop, hold on. Sorry. Is everything okay? Stream-wise? Everything just glitched for some. Oh my god. Hold on. I had a random hair that I just spotted. Yes, lol, I have. Okay. Not regularly though, so I kind of forgot about it. You were going to say Lady Gaga. I know. I don't know why. That was really random. Okay, back to the French Latino thing. Yes, you are Latino because your first language is French and it's a language that comes from Latin. And nowadays we only call Latin Americans Latino. Yeah, well, let's be technical. Spanish speakers in the Americas, at least, are Hispanics. Latinos are people who speak a Latin language, which includes Portuguese, Spanish, technically Italian too, and French. But there was no Italian settlement here in the Americas. Recess is next, my favorite melody song ever. And it's also the concluding track for the K-12 original format. So we're going to end this album like that with Recess. Okay, we're hearing like swings in the back. And it's like a schoolyard. Okay.
Too naive to even care about the words she whispered while she brushed out my hair. People gonna say, if you need a break, someone will take your place. People gonna try to tell you that you're fine with dollars in their eyes. Just remember, don't let them fuck you. You need no hope, don't let them try. Don't let them hurt you, baby, just say.
And it has a bit of a, it's recalling Crybaby from like the album.
Sitting in my room, looking at all I've done. Everything I wanted has come to fruition. I should be happy, but I can't get out my bed. Stressing out the voices screaming inside my head. People gonna say, if you need a break, someone will take your place. People gonna try to tell you that you're fine with dollars in their eyes. Just remember, don't let them fuck you, honey, no.
It is a waltz. Great observation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, recess being the break that she's talking about. Ah, that just clicked. Okay.
Someone will take your place. People gonna try to tell you that you're fine with dollars in their eyes. Just remember, don't let them fuck you, honey, no. Don't let them try. Don't let them hurt you, baby. Just say recess, I'm tired.
Okay, and this is how the album, the original format, ends. Cool. You know what? It's a great recall to the Crybaby era. Also, it doesn't really apply to this, but there's a whole like feminism angle to it that can be interesting to observe, in the sense of like, one of the things I thought of when she was referring to taking a break is women who want to have a child and in the process have to give birth, and they must go on maternity leave. And especially in the corporate world for many years now, it's better, but it's not perfect. How like they were told like, oh, if you're going to go off for a year of work, well, you're going to lose out on promotions and you're going to lose out on opportunities, and almost as a threat. And so it's crazy how we punish people for taking a break. I mean, it's one thing if you're going to be excessive about it and call a break 9 months out of 12 in the year, and expect compensation for that. Sure, that's one extreme, but in most situations, the request for a break is very, like reasonable, and people get punished for it. And people who on the flip side, some people don't know how to let go and take a break, and it's unhealthy because they don't have a good personal life work balance. So yeah, it's wild to me. So it's very interesting because technically after an album cycle you also go on a break, so the positioning of it in the album is very very interesting as well. And yeah, when you put in so much work and sometimes you just want to break, but then people who only care about the money will say that you're fine with dollars in their eyes because they are like, nah, just no, just continue. I don't know, you're on a stroll. Keep the momentum up, they will say. So yeah, that's why a lot of them have a direct translation to like adult life, and I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, that was K-12. Overall, I think melodically, like I said, like I called at the beginning, it's a lot more up my alley production wise as well. I will say that it's interesting. There's a lot more of an environmental element to the album. However, so far from what I can tell from Melanie, none of the tracks fully, like production wise, purely talking about production, no track fully stand out production wise. I'm like, I've never been blown away from a production of a Melanie track. But what really takes the cake, to make a terrible pun, is the lyricism. Really just the storytelling, the world that she builds. It's almost like reading poems to me that are accompanied by a soundtrack. And I think it's a very valid and interesting experience for an album. On a personal note, I don't know how much I would repeat the songs all the time and throughout her discography, but um yeah, I'm just I'm enjoying the journey, that's for sure. Um all right, let me catch up on chat. I don't understand why this song is underrated. It's so good. In the movie, this is actually the prom scene and they do a dance competition. Aww. Have you seen the cover of the Portals album? Very quickly, but I'm actually going to keep my true observation for when I react to that album. Portals takes a huge turn with Crybaby's story. Oh, okay. Are you going to listen to After School first or Portals? After School just has 7 songs and it's a deluxe version of K-12. I would definitely do After School before Portals. I want to close out that entire era. The only thing is I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it tonight, because I'm looking at the time and it took much longer to react to this album than I expected to, especially for just having 13 songs. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can squeeze it in, because, you know, the EP has 7 songs, which is half the runtime about of K-12, which means that it's at least another hour, and that brings us to 11:25, and I might not be able to make it. So I might do that tomorrow instead. Agreed. She's very hold on. I missed a couple of messages. He's going to listen to her after school now. Maybe not now. I'm gonna go to see fireworks, but hopefully I will be back before you finish. Okay, well, enjoy the fireworks. You will love Portals. The production is insane. Ooh, okay. That's going to be a switch up as well. I agree. She's very focused on lyrics. Portals has the most frenetic production. Oh, After School is very lyricism based. Also, no worries. We can do it tomorrow or another time. We are very talkative. Yeah, sorry. No, don't apologize for that. I love that you guys are talkative. I do this to connect with people because we're sharing passion together. And so I wouldn't have as deep of an experience if it wasn't for you guys, both in the chat and also the comments that are posted on YouTube. So there's no way that I will ever have you guys apologize for that. If anything, it's only positive, and I really appreciate it. So don't worry about it at all. Also, I'm very talkative. I'm very talkative when, especially, I have caffeine in my system, and I had caffeine right before the stream. So I didn't help myself. We're just a whole group of talkative people. Yeah, wait, yeah, then I won't miss it. No, you won't. I'm gonna be back tomorrow and do that. But well, thank you for the follow, Standard. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you're doing well. That being said, yeah, just to wrap up my thoughts about K-12, I think it was really a nice step up from Crybaby in a direction that I personally enjoyed a little more on the Sonic side. Still very much impressed by the lyricism and the world building that Melanie is able to concretely put into effect and into music. I really had a great experience listening to it. As per usual, very thoughtful content and subject matters, and it strikes a but that's the thing about Melanie's albums. They strike conversation. They portray things that make people think and talk, and that's what art does. That's what art is meant to do. And so I'm really enjoying my journey just solely based on that element, and then everything else is a little plus on the side. So had a great time listening to K-12. I think it's a great project as well, and yeah, Yeah, just having a great time. So that was my reaction to Melanie Martinez's K-12, the standard version. Before we get into the after school version on a different stream, and then we'll head into portals, and then we'll be done catching up the whole discography for Melanie Martinez, and I'll be up to speed. Huh. You're still here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I guess you're really, really patient. Or weird. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway. Enjoy. If you leave a mean comment on one of my videos, don't worry. I definitely won't be crying myself to sleep at 3 a.m. in the bed that you see behind me. I'm not even kidding. I got bullied way too much as a kid to even feel anything nowadays. You can't see it, but I am most definitely wearing pants. I just choose never to get up during my videos. Do you think I stole this concept from Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet tour? Of course I didn't. I only sampled it, pitched it down, and filtered it to make it more my style. You know what? Careful, Ava Max. I am coming for your Sampling Queen title. Was that too much? Be careful what you say in the comments. I'm known to be a little feisty over there. After all, I am an Aries. You've been warned.